Well, you started getting banned from casinos at one point.
Yeah,
What casinos are you currently banned from?
basically all of them.
Every Vegas casino.
In Vegas, I got banned from Fountain Blue like 2 weeks ago, but they told me that they would love to still have me there for dinner and shows. But I can't. I'm banned. I'm barred from specifically. I'm barred from gaming. I'm not trespassed from property.
Right. You would say casinos would turn you away because they would flag you as a shark player or an advantage player.
Right.
What do those two terms mean?
An advantage player is the same thing as a sharp player. It means that you have an uncommon edge or you have an edge over the casino, just period. If you have an edge over the casino, you're an advantage player. Like card counters, advantage players. Slot hustlers, advantage players. It just means that you're, over the long term, mathematically likely to win.
Okay. But before you were banned, they would go all out to
For
get
sure.
you back in this casino.
Yeah, so in the beginning, like I said, I was winning like small, like 20 to 50K a week, like whatever. And to them, that was like mid-level, no problem. And they're just thinking like, oh, like he's up a few 100,000, no big deal.
He'll eventually give it all back to us.
Yeah, one bad trip, he'll give it all back and then some. And then to them, all of these like comps, like the private jet, the free villas.
You had private jets,
Yeah.
villas.
Yeah.
What else?
They gave me a Maybach. They gave me a Rolls Royce.
Like just to use though.
Yeah, and both
Okay.
of them came with my own chauffeur.
Okay.
They gave me full-time, indefinite residencies in like secret villas in their building. I had 24-hour butler service in all of them. I got ringside tickets to every single championship fight that took place in Vegas over those years. They gave me stage access to every concert. They literally anything that they gave me. They used to give me everything, helicopter rides, all that. You know what they gave me one time? It was really cool. We got to video this. Was at the Las Vegas Motor Speedway. Las Vegas has a professional race team, and they're sponsored by Lamborghini. So during the off season, they paid to get one of the drivers to give me the previous season's race Lamborghini to race on their racetrack, and I crashed it too.
You crashed a Lamborghini.
It was sick, and they told me when I pulled up, they go, the only thing we're not covering is if you hurt yourself. Other than that, we don't even need your credit card. I'm like, say less.
So you crashed the car and they just paid for it.
It was sick. Yeah, nobody even
insurance.
questioned me. Like, we laughed about it on the way out.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. So at one point though, you get banned from every casino. Are you still gambling overseas and
Now?
private games? I mean, after you get banned from the casinos.
I was playing in private games for a while after that, and then I started to slow down on that too. There's really no need for me to gamble anymore. Like, I kind of did it, you know? And now when I gamble, I just gamble on Kirgo.com. It's safe, it's protected, and I'm just like chilling.
Okay, because you actually talked about how you would fund 100% of other people betting.
I do that.
So how would that work? So let's just say I'm like, hey, I want to be part of this deal.
Yeah.
How would it work?
Okay, so I post, I would say like once every 3 months on my Instagram story, a link. And I used to do it pretty discreetly. Now I'm just like, this is the link. If you want to click it, you know? And they fill out, I think it's either 9 or 11 questions. I can't remember. And those questions, it's very simple. Like, I don't need your address. I don't need your social security number. I don't need anything. It's so simple what I need. I'm really just gauging where you currently gamble and your skill level on those gambling. And I'm not saying that a 10 is, I'm not saying is good. I'm not saying a 0 is good. The reason I don't want to give that information is because that alone doesn't qualify or disqualify you. It's a mixture of all the questions. And so people listening will think like, oh, if I put I'm a 10 expert level, then I'm guaranteed to get in. And then they'll screw up the other questions. So just always be honest. Honesty is the best way because it comes out anyway. Mm-hmm. But you answer, I forget if it's 9 or 11 questions, I forget. But you answer those questions and it gets submitted to a form that my staff looks at. And if you answer the certain questions correctly, they'll contact you. And then they'll take your casino information, your betting information, and I fund 100% of the action. So if there's ever a loss, I cover 100% of it. And on the wins, you get a free piece of the action.
Are you telling them what to bet on?
I'm doing it for them.
Meaning what?
It's all remote. It's all online.
But it's happening real time though.
Real time, but it's all remote.
But you can't check your phone while you're gambling.
It's all online.
Oh.
Yeah.
So they go and set up an online account.
Yeah, but there's specific ones. It's not just like any online account works. Like, again, there's a vetting process. There's specific qualifiers, But just if everyone's just honest when they fill out the form, like if you lie, it'll come out, like I said. But yeah, I fund 100% of the action.
Okay, so let's just say you pick me as one of your gamblers. I say, great. I go and go online to one of these betting sites that you approve
If it's the correct one, yeah.
Okay. And then you give me the money?
Yeah.
So you give me how much?
The money goes directly to the bet, so it's real time getting placed on the action. I'm not handing you cash, because then you'll just run away.
Right.
You'll just run away.
Yeah, no, I'm just seeing how it works.
So the money gets placed directly into the bet. There is one spot in theory that you could rob me, and that's when it wins, it's winning in your name. So you are collecting the winnings, and then you have to send me my share. But it also ensures that you'll never get robbed or played. But I'm taking the risk that you're going to rob me or not. It would be really dumb to, because it's super short-sighted, and it rarely happens. You have to like super dumb.
You've been robbed before?
In this project? Yeah, but it's so rare, because you have to be like a really dumb person. We win one time, and you run off with the winnings is really dumb, because if you just stuck around, we win every single week. You would have made whatever you would have made from stealing my piece would have been paid back by the third week. You would have already made more than that in your fourth week.
Okay, so how big are these bets?
I can just show you if you want.
Well, no, I mean, you could tell me. You know what I'm saying? I believe you. So give me an example of like a bet. So I go in this with you. I go online, and you place a bet for how big? 100,000, 10,000, 5,000?
It depends on your limits. Every single person has different limits, and it also depends on your account. For example, I would say an average account is like $5,000 a week in max bets total, right? So we have to decide how many bets do we predict we're going to place on this guy's account, knowing his history is that he really doesn't bet more than 5K total for a week. And we decide based on how many bets we plan on placing to break that 5K into different bets. So we might have one that's a banger. We'll be like, all right, place 3K on this. And then if we have a couple more that are like decent bets, then we just place the balance of the money across.
So it's not a lot of money each time.
But, well, some guys have $1 million accounts. Some guys have huge betting limits and huge history.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, it depends. You're talking about an average Joe. An average Joe doesn't have $1 million.
Okay.
Yeah.
But an example of more of a high roller.
Sure.
A single bet would be how much?
50,000 per bet, and your average high roller has an account worth about $250,000 a week in bets. So on average, on those high roller accounts, there's $250,000 that I can wager each week, and usually they're broken up into about 50K bets.
Okay, so you place a 50K bet that I'm playing. I win 100K.
Okay.
Right.
100K profit. So now you have a total of 150.
Let's just say I win 50K. You
okay,
put
bet
50K
50,
and I double the money.
Sure.
So now I have 100K, but you put up 50K.
Right.
So does that mean that you get your 50K back and then I send you another 25K and I keep 25?
Depending on what we negotiate for your percentage. Yeah, so I get principal back and then we do that. Yeah, sure.
Something like that.
Yeah, sure.
I'm not asking for exact percentage, but it's something like that.
It's always also negotiated, especially with the high rollers. So this, by the way, I didn't like invent this. This is like a thing that's been happening in the dark for like a long time. They're called horses. This is like a thing that happens. I'm the only gambler in history that's ever had this kind of reach. So I was like, yo, I can repurpose this and I can just literally put it on the internet and we can gain hundreds of thousands of accounts, and we have. So when it comes to the super high rollers, most of them already know the game. So they'll be like, oh, you're offering me X percent? Well, I'll only give it to you if you give me Y percent. And we're not going to burn the deal. It's free money. So we'll always say yes, basically.
Well, it's free money when you win. But
we win. We have losing weeks, but we're always net
what
profit.
I'm saying is, on the flip side, you put 50K on a bet, the bet goes through, I lose.
Costs you nothing.
Cost me nothing, but you just lost 50,000.
Right. No matter what percent of the wins you were going to get, it still cost me 50K.
Right.
Yeah.
But you're saying over time, you guys win.
For sure. Yeah, I could, like I said, I'll show you everything.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, we're doing good. Real good.
So you prefer this method as opposed to actually gambling yourself? But aren't you taking more risk this way because you're only winning on the upside and losing on the downside?
Well, that's all gambling.
Well, no, because you would win 100% if you did it yourself.
But instead, I'm winning only a piece of it.
Exactly.
Well, I don't have a choice. I'm banned everywhere.
Aha.
So I couldn't gamble
so
myself.
So it's a disadvantage, but you have to work around the reality.
This is the only way for me to like lay action. Yeah.
Well, but you could bet online legally.
On Kiergo, I can. Yeah.
Okay.
And I do. But even there's limits. Eventually I hit limitations. So imagine I had my personal account plus 100,000 horses.
You have that many horses.
I'll tell you exactly right now.
When you say horses, are these people or these bets?
People.
You're saying you have 100,000 people that you're betting through.
I'm going to tell you right now. Okay. You want me to show you?
You want to put it on the screen or you want to show me in person? Okay.
It has people's information on it.
No, okay.
Yeah. You scroll as far as you want. You're going to go scroll way faster than that. It's probably loading. It's probably down there.
Okay. I'm at 3,000 right now. I'm
Yeah.
at 3,032. Did it stop loading?
I'm not sure if it's still loading. And if you want, I can show you the dollars.
There's actually a Vlad in here. Right there.
Is it you?
No, it's not. I don't bet.
I'm not sure if it's still loading or that's where it stops.
Okay.
And then, you want to see the dollars? So here's all the bets. Here's every single bet I've placed on every single one of those accounts. So there's their info, blah, blah, blah. Here's the dates. It says all the bets.
Wait. I saw some.
The red is
14. Okay, that's a loss?
the red is the losses.
Okay, so there's $1,000. Okay. I mean, there are quite a bit of losses mixed in here, but I guess that's the nature of it.
Yeah, of course. You got to think, we place, 10 bets per account per week. Some of them got to lose.
Okay.
And then here's the totals. That's what I've paid out so far.
Can I say it out loud?
Sure.
$1.9 million.
Yeah. That's been paid out to the fans.
Okay. Wow.
It's $1.9 million paid to my fans so far for using their accounts since October 8th.
Wait, you're talking about
1 year. 1 year.
October 8th of last year.
1 year. Yeah.
Okay.
We started with my first 4 accounts, October 8th, 2023. And since then, we got to no less than 3,000, whatever you saw. And I'm not sure if it was still loading. I don't know, but